Stockport at home. Mark, what's the prognosis first of all on Josh Lowe's hamstring?
He's done his hamstring. We don't know how severely it's damaged at the minute. He was in yesterday just for a little assessment, and we'll know more today.
Any other injury worries apart from Josh?
No, Stevie took a whack when he came on, but he played yesterday. He played in the reserve game. He played yesterday. So hopefully, by Josh, we'll have everybody fit and available.
Obviously, you weren't happy with the performance on Tuesday night. Apart from Josh, is there the temptation to say to the players, right, go out there and prove me wrong, or do you feel you have to make changes at this stage?
A bit of both, really. And I've had a game yesterday where an opportunity for the boys who aren't playing at the moment to, one, get game time, but two, to really get in my thoughts, and one or two did that yesterday. So performance wasn't good the other day. It wasn't what we've been producing of late, and yeah, there's an argument for both cases. We'll do some work today on having a look at Tuesday night, what we didn't do well. I can't say what we did do well because we didn't do a great deal too well. But it was a one-off, and we've got to make sure that it is a one-off. And whatever team I put out on Saturday, I'll be looking for a reaction, which on the whole I've had off the players whenever we've not produced. And we know we've got to be better. We were off colour. The only good thing it'll be a good thing on Saturday when we put in a performance is that everybody had an off day together. You know, the whole team was poor. I don't really think anybody came out of the game with any credit bar my keeper, which is disappointing. But we go again. These things are going to happen to us. We've just got to put it behind us and move on quickly.
It's been said often, it's a young squad that you've got here predominantly. Do you have to accept that every so often that might happen? Well,
no, we certainly don't have to accept it. We just have to, if and when it does happen, we have to recover and start again quickly. You can't. We're not a club. I'm not a manager who dwells on it, who is down with the players for too long. They will know today before we start training what I thought of performance, what I thought of individual performances, and it won't be just to kick them while they're down. It'll be to improve them. That's all I ever try and do. You know, I don't shout and rant and rave for nothing. I try and give them points where we can improve on, things we can do better than we did, and that's what today will be about. As for the team, I'll pick whatever team, whatever formation, whatever team, whatever players that I think can go out there against Stockport. I spoke to George at length yesterday about Stockport, where we can hurt them. I know Dave, Kevin and Paul Simpson from Stockport were here the other night, and I'm sure they've picked areas where if we play like that again, then they can hurt us. So I'll have a think about it, and we'll be fully focused and fully ready for Saturday.
Big 2 days training for people to impress?
Yeah, we're not going to do a great deal today. You know, with the game yesterday, with the game Tuesday night, it's going to be fairly low key on the training ground. We're going to do a bit of work in the DVD room, if you like. We don't do a great deal of it, but every now and again, little prompters. We do it when we win, we do it when we lose. Just every now and again, just to get our minds back on it and perhaps find out where we went wrong, why we did certain things, and the other night why we didn't start well at all.
You mentioned the start. How crucial is a good start against Stockport?
It's massive, yeah, particularly after that. But that doesn't mean we've got to go gung-go. It doesn't mean we've got to chase the game from the start. We've got to start well, like on the whole we have done most of the season. You know, particularly away from home. But we've started games pretty well. First time the other night where we've been as poor as that. But that's the end of it. Like I say, today we'll try and learn. It'll be a learning day. We'll have a little jog and a stretch and just get people's legs moving after games, and we'll be right back on it tomorrow and hoping to put in a good performance on Saturday.
And Stockport down near the bottom of the table, but presumably no room for complacency.
I think every game in this league is as tough as they come. You know, there's no outstanding teams that are running away with it. There's no gimmies. There's no games where you can be anywhere near complacent. And you know what I said the other night. Hopefully, the one big thing that came out of it is who was that then shouting there?
Oi!
Fire language like that again, I'll be running you. Where do you want me to go with that? You can cut that out, by the way.
Yeah, of course I will do. Go from the start again.
Well, like
no
the other night,
complacency.
what I said about the other night was the one thing that it will have. Well, I'm hoping it will have done is give us a kick up the backside. You know, I've seen a lot of press lately where we're thinking above our station, and the lads have done brilliantly so far this season, and I think we can use Tuesday as a reminder that where we are, we've got one hell of a lot of work to do, and if we think we're better than they are, then we'll keep getting the kick in the what's it. So that won't happen again. I know you've all got jobs to do, you've all got columns to write and airtime to fill, but we've got to remain focused, and we've got to. We're far from the finished article. We're 8th, but we could so easily be 15th. It is that tight, and Stockport will really fancy their chances. And we've just got to take one game at a time. Yes, we've got a busy period. Yes, we've got all the Christmas games coming up and New Year games, but it's back to one game at a time and focusing on the game and focusing on not what we could be. Whether the talk of Wares and one or two people thinking that we can do this and that. The situation with Wes' contract. We've got to put that to bed. We'll deal with it in-house as and when things happen, and we've got just the most important game of the season on Saturday. So the most important game of the season is Saturday against Stockport.
I suppose you're showing your ambition by being focused on one step at a time.
We have to, but I think, like I say, I noticed it perhaps 10 days ago and didn't do anything about it. Now I'm saying that we've got to. It's not about saying you're going to do this and saying you're going to do that and saying we can do that. It's about doing it, and we didn't do that the other night. So that's going to be my message to the players.
Thank you. Good luck.
Cheers.
Like Sean Jeffers scored twice for the reserves. Is he one of the players who sort of?
Yeah. Sean did himself no harm at all. You could tell he hadn't played for a little while in terms of starting a game. I thought he started a little bit sloppily. But once we got him up to speed after sort of 20 minutes, once he started doing the things that we know he could do, I think he showed that he can be a real handful. Took 2 goals very well. Could have had a couple more, as could one or two others. It was a great day. Great day for me yesterday to watch. Some of my players who haven't been playing a lot of time lately, and that's credit to the boys who have been wearing the shirts. And just a reminder, that we've got good players waiting in the wings, and it was important for them to get game time yesterday.
Yeah, Sean, that's such a good start, and that he's come out of it for a bit. Do you put that down to his age? Is that always going to happen?
Yeah, I think so. That can happen, but he has. He's also not had the opportunities of late. He could easily come back to me with that one, and I don't have a problem with that. Hopefully, we'll see the best of Sean in the coming weeks and months.
Any decisions on whether you might keep?
No, not yet. Nothing. No. I'll sit down again. I spoke to the chairman briefly the other day. And I'll sit down again. I'll sit down with my staff over the next couple of days, and we'll see where we're going.
Yeah, I think Stockport are another club you scored against for Cheltenham, Gordon Road, but Cheltenham never beaten them, so it'd be nice to get it first. Yeah,
they've had some strange results this year, but on their day, I know they're a good team. They've a good friend of mine, Dave Kevin's gone there as assistant now, and he knows his onions, and he's along with Paul. I'm sure they'll be looking forward to taking Stockport up the league. We've got to make sure that doesn't start on Saturday.
Did you work with him at Burnley?
Dave was assistant with me. I used to do a lot of travelling with Dave. Spent a lot of time with him. He's a top bloke and a top man in football, and I'm glad he's back in the game. And I will be looking to put one over on him. That's football. But I'm just delighted he's back in so quickly.
Yeah. At this stage of the season, to only have Josh Lowe ruled out, that's not bad, is it?
No, it's not bad. Like I say, we try and tailor our training programme to suit. We've only got a small squad of players that we can select from. We try and look after them. We try and do things properly. We don't try and burn them out. We don't try and flog them so hard that they can't produce on a Saturday. And it's about finding that balance. And I think the balance has been good. Between all my staff, all my technical staff, the physios down there, they all do a good job. And credit to the players, they look after themselves. And we've got to continue to do that.